Hey guys, welcome to my channel. We are going to be doing a lace front wig. This is going to be my lace front wig on my West Kiss hair. This is the bag that it came in. Of course, the usual DHL. This is the bundle tags that were on it. It was packaged okay. I think the DHL bag is what gives it that little kind of off smell. It didn't have like a perm smell to it. It just had like a plastic smell to it. Like it was in, and I smelled the DHL bag, and that's what it smelled like. This is the frontal. I got two 22s, a 20, and an 18-inch frontal. The frontal came pre-plucked. Well, a little pre-plucked, not a lot. To be honest with you, I had to pluck it just a little bit. I did not bleach the knots in this video because I was doing another video on the Sally Hansen spray, which you guys can check out. It's already posted. I was hoping you guys were going to be able to see it. I'm sorry. The lighting in my room was just absolutely horrible. But let's go ahead. I'm just trying to get it pinned down. The most important part about it is definitely make sure you get it pinned down right the first time so you don't have any issues with it once you put it on. I'm not gonna lie. I've had I think I put it kind of crooked, but it actually ended up turning out perfectly fine. I didn't have any problems with it. So that is my mesh dome cap. I get the mesh one because it's a little more, feels more breathy than the regular, like I get more air in it basically than the regular dome cap. I have my tweezers, my hot glue gun, which you guys are going to see me burn myself in a minute. It was absolutely ridiculous. I didn't pay attention to the fact that it was another piece that was already in there. And see, yep, there you go. I mean, the glue came off pretty easily. It dried quickly. I didn't even realize I burnt myself until I put water on my hand later on, and it was just like, oh my God. But this is me. So I have a small forehead. So you know how some cheat their frontals a little forward? I don't, because my forehead is already small. So there's no need for me to pull it any further up than it already is, because I'm going to end up having it sitting on my eyebrows. So this is me just trying to make sure it's all aligned. And I think this one came out a little to the right, a little bit under the dome cap. I don't remember, but it fit perfect, so I never even paid it attention. On the reasons I noticed it is because when I took it off and I actually flipped it over to cut the remaining off, it showed a little bit, so I was like, oh oops. But it goes over the ear perfectly fine, so there's no problems with it. So I'm still gonna go ahead and continue with this, making sure it's laid as flat as possible so when I get ready to sew the back down, we don't have any issues. And I'm just using my little T-pins. I got my dome head from Amazon. Oh gosh, I forgot what it's called. Oh my goodness. My little stand that I have the dome head on, I got that from school, from booty school. So I've had that for some time now. It's perfect. I don't have any problems with it, so I never decided to replace it. Alright, so we're just going to go ahead and continue. I'm putting my clip on to get the hair out of the way. And we're going to go ahead and get this sewed down. Alright, so Miami, I was speaking, but it came out so low, so that's why I ended up doing having to do the voiceover, because I didn't realize how low I sounded when I was talking. So I start mines from pretty much the middle of the head, and then I go from the middle to the right, and then I go down to the left side. And I loop each time. So basically I go in through the back of the frontal, through the cap. I put a little loop like you're tying your shoe, and then I pull it through. I flip the thread over behind it and then pull it through. If you guys would ever like to see a closer look up on how I do that, just drop it in the comments below and I will get it done. Okay, guys, so we have gotten the frontal down pat. I am putting in the first bundle, which is the 22, and we're just going to get this sucker glued down. And when I say these bundles were wrapped tight, guys, it was wrapped tight, okay? It had the gold little string around it and about 2 rubber bands wrapped on top of that. It was like, oh my gosh, they are really trying to make sure nobody gets this hair out of here. And don't mind me, I'm so clumsy. I swear, either I burn myself or I drop something on me. It never seems to fail. But when I say, guys, this hair was so awesomely soft, it's crazy. You guys can check out my review. I dropped that one about a week ago. I'm kind of doing this one a bit backwards. I usually drop my how-to first and then I do my review. But I wasn't going to do the how-to video until a few people actually requested to see the wig being made. So, of course, yeah, so I ended up posting it. And then you guys can check out my other video on the Sally Henson spray. That one dropped yesterday, or depending on when you're watching this. So I'm trying to turn it around so you guys can see it. I'm not starting from the corner of the frontal. I'm starting like in the middle because, as I stated, the longest bundle is 22. My frontal is only 18. So I didn't want it to look that big of a gap between the layers in it. So I tried to get the 22s as close together as possible and not too much close to the frontal. But you guys will see, I ended up having to put the 22 there. It was just so much hair. So I literally just put the glue down, tack it down, and keep going. So I measure, cut, and keep it moving. Pretty simple, self-explanatory. Don't ever worry about the glue. It's kind of easy to pull off. You can just go in later and pull it off. I myself sometimes do not do so. What I do, I get my regular hair glue and I just put it over it. And so it'll just won't look black. It'll just blend in with everything else. And that's me. See, you can see the glue, so I'm just picking it out where I see it sitting there, and I'm just going to keep going. Alright guys, so we are almost done. We're on this last bundle. And when I say guys, I squeezed in as much as I could. I really did. And if you see me going at an angle with the glue, I'm doing that because I want to make sure that when I flip my frontal, whether I decide to put it in the ponytail, the half up, half down look, that the tracks lay flat behind the frontal and you don't see it. The only problem I had with this frontal is that I noticed some parts of the back part of the frontal had short hairs, which is kind of annoying. So I really didn't cover the tracks. I had to get my She Is Bomb, which I absolutely love, my little wax stick, and put quite a bit of on it and put the flat iron on it so that it laid as much as possible, and I know it wouldn't move unless I wash it and then I have to of course do it again. But we're gonna go ahead and finish this out. The outcome is coming up soon. We are almost done, ladies. Thank you so much for sticking with me. So I'm going to continue to go at that little angle until I get to like the almost practically the top part of the head. And then you guys will start seeing me laying it straight across instead of going from one side of the frontal to the next side. And as usual, pulling this glue out as I go. I kind of got tired of cutting and then gluing and then cutting and then gluing. So I just made it a straight line and just kept going. Just glue as I went and then cut the track at the end. Sorry guys, I had to reach for something. I seriously need to invest in a ring light. I'm definitely going to do so soon. My little sister had one. I started to borrow hers, but I ended up doing this in the middle of the night after my baby fell asleep. She is literally on the bed in front of me, out cold. See, and you actually see some of the little short hairs on the back of it now. Oh my goodness, this front. But it's nice though. It's nice. It's not that big of a deal. And this is the part where I'm going to start going straight across. And as you see, guys, the curls on this thing is so popping. But I'm not going to lie, you guys are going to see in my other videos that the hair is pulled out because it was just too curly for me. I just couldn't take it. As cute as the curls were, I'm sorry, I just could not do it. I'm not a very curly person, and they just had to wash out. But it still waved up. It did look like the loose wave, which was perfectly fine with me. You guys will see it in a little bit, probably at the end of the video. I'll leave a picture of it, but you'll see it in the other videos as well. So we're gonna go ahead and get this finished up. Alright guys, we are all done. This is the wig. Doesn't it look gorgeous? Listen guys, when I say I love this wig, it's so thick and so soft, and it's only 3 bundles. You think I had about 4 bundles in my head, and I do not. It's only 3. And I think I had like a track left of it. And no more knowing me, I'm probably going to figure out a way to squeeze it in. And it lays and it's perfectly tight. Well, it's not tight, it fits. So I don't have any problems with it. And as I said, guys, this is 22 inches. It's reaching up under my breast in the front. It's almost reaching the middle of the crack of my butt, guys. In the back, the parting on it was cool. I didn't have any problems with it at all, but I did go in and pluck it just a little bit because, as I stated before, I used the Sally Hansen spray, even though I did go back the other day and actually bleach the knots. So if you check out my Instagram, Slay Pebbles Slay, or my Facebook, you will see me bleaching the knots.